Hello students, welcome to your math class. In this class, we will learn about selling price, cost price, profit, profit percent, cost percent, as well as we will learn what is the simple interest also. Okay, so what do you mean by the profit? In our day-to-day life, we buy goods from the shopkeepers in the market, which they buy further directly from the manufacturers, or who sellers in the order to earn money. The shopkeepers sell goods at a rate. Okay, so that rate is the selling price for the shopkeeper, and the amount which we are paying for article, that amount is called cost price, means CP. So what do you mean by the cost price? When we are purchasing the an articles, so we are paying some money, so the amount of money paid to purchase an article, that amount is called cost price. So children, the money paid by shopkeepers to buy a goods from a manufacturer or a wholesaler is called cost price of the shopkeeper, and is abbreviated by the CP, means cost price is also known as CP. Now children, what do you mean by the selling price? Selling price is also known as SP. So the amount for which shopkeepers sell the goods, that amount is called selling price. So children, a price at which shopkeepers sell the goods, that amount or that price is called selling price. Okay? Now children, when the SP of an article is greater than the CP, it means when a shopkeeper sell that articles, okay, and the price, that price is greater than the cost price, then the shopkeeper get profit. Suppose that you have purchased this pen for 5 rupees and you are selling that on 6 rupees, so that 6 rupees is greater than 5 rupees. It means you will get a profit for 1 rupees. So children, so profit is equal to SP minus CP. Okay, so if profit is equal to SP minus CP, then SP is equal to children profit minus profit plus CP. SP is equal to profit plus CP, and CP is equal to SP minus profit. Okay, so there are this formula: CP is equal to SP minus profit, and SP is equal to profit plus CP, and profit is equal to SP minus CP. When we get profit, if SP is greater than CP, then there are profit, and when SP is less than CP, means if CP is greater than SP, then there are loss. So children, loss is equal to CP minus SP. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. This is also a formula to find out the loss of an article. Children, if the selling price of an article is less than the cost price, if the selling price of an article is less than the cost price, then a shopkeeper suffered a loss. Okay, means then there will be a loss. So what is the formula of loss? That is, loss is equal to SP minus CP. L is equal to CP minus SP. Okay, CP minus SP. Okay, and if you find SP, the children, SP is equal to CP minus loss, and CP is equal to loss plus SP. CP is equal to loss plus SP. So children, I hope you have understood what do we mean by the profit and what do we mean by the loss. So now we are going to learn about profit percent and loss percent. Okay. So children, now we are going to learn about profit percent and loss percent. Profit percent, let's learn more through this graph. What do you mean by the profit percent? Okay, are you seeing this graph? Here, profit means money is in increasing order. Okay, this is profit, and loss, this is representing the loss. This is representing the loss. Okay, now we will find out what is the formula of profit percent. So profit percent, children, profit percent is equal to profit upon CP into 100. Profit percent is equal to profit upon CP into 100. It means, children, profit always find out on the CP, as well as like that loss is also find out on the CP. So loss percent is equal to loss upon CP multiplied by 100. Loss percent is equal to loss upon CP multiplied by 100. Okay. Now students, we are going to learn about the simple interest. So what do you mean by the interest? Suppose that we are taken money from a bank. Suppose that we are taken 1000 rupee from a bank. Okay, so after 1 year we are paying 1000. Suppose that we are paying 1100 rupee to the bank. So we are paying 100 rupees extra. Okay, so this extra amount, the extra amount which we are paying, that extra amount is called the interest. Okay, and now we are going to learn about the simple interest. So what do you mean by the simple interest? Okay, let's see what do you mean by the simple interest. Children, simple interest, the interest which are calculated uniformly on the original principal during the period of time, that interest is called the simple interest. Okay, the interest is calculated uniformly on the original principal throughout the loan period. Means the time for which we are taking the money. Okay, it is called the simple interest. Okay, now what is the meaning of principal, what is the meaning of time, and what is the meaning of rate? Let's see. Principal, the money borrowed by borrower from a lenders, the money which we are borrowing from a borrower. Okay, that money is called principal. And interest is the additional money. Interest is the additional money paid by borrower to the lender. Okay, interest is the additional money which is paid by the borrower to the lender. That money is called the interest. Okay, and amount is the money, the total money which borrower pays to bank or pays to the lender. Okay, that the total money is called the lender. Now children, let's learn more through the example. Okay, first example is given there. Sunita takes a loan of rupees 5000. Sunita takes a loan of rupees 5000 at rate 15%. Okay, so this amount is the principal. Principal is given there rupees 5000, and rate is given 15% per year. Okay, find the interest she has to pay to the end of the year, end of the 1 year. So what is the time? Time is given there 1. Okay, as we know that formula to calculate the simple interest. So simple interest. Okay, yes, I know simple interest is equal to PRT, means principal into rate into time upon 100. This is the formula to calculate the simple interest. Okay children, so principal is given there 5000. So this is the 5000 multiplied by the rate is given there 15, and time, what is time? We have to find the interest she has to pay at the end of 1 year. Okay, time is given there 1 year. So 1 multiplied upon 100. So 2020 is cancelled. 15 5 75, and 10 means 750 rupee is the interest, means Sunita will pay 750 rupee as an interest. Okay, this is the additional money. Students, second question is given there. Rupees 3,500 is given at the rate of 7% per annum. Per annum means per year. Rate of interest. Find the interest which will be received at the end of 2 years. So here time is given 2 years and principal is given 3,500. Principal is given 3,500. Rate that is given 7% per annum. Okay, 7% per annum. And time is given there 2 years. Time is given there 2 years. What we have to find? What is the interest will receive? Okay, so interest we have to find, means simple interest we have to find. So what is the formula of simple interest? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T, means upon 100. So P is principal, R is rate and T is time. What is the principal? 3,500 into R, 7 into time upon 100. Okay, 0 is cancelled. 35 to ja 70. So 70 multiplied by 7, 7 ja 49. So 490 rupee. What? 490 rupee is the interest. Okay, hope you understood.